Character design is provided by Demon Artie. Be sure to check her out over on her social media platforms. Links to her Twitter and Instagram are going to be in the description down below. Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sen.
15 PCA.
Native 454.
Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. Finally, after seems like forever, we finally got a trailer of Star Trek Prodigy. And so we get to see what the animation looks like. We saw previews of the characters and heard the voice actors, that ridiculous Zoom call with all the creators. But I am shocked how well this trailer was.
It felt like Star Trek. It did. The beginning part kind of didn't, but once you get to that
You get the
part,
theme.
then you get Janeway. Okay, you get the feel
And
of it.
this kid wants to get, I guess it looks like they were slaves. And they're trying to get off this rock that they're being forced to mine or whatever. But what is the number one thing of Trek is hope.
Right.
And this kid has hope to get off this planet. And you hear the music and the ship starting to power up, and you feel hope.
Even though this is in the Delta Quadrant, even though these aliens probably never heard about the Federation or even heard stories about Voyager maybe in their travels, you could tell it has that optimism. It has that what Star Trek has.
And that's what Trek should always be, optimistic. There's going to be parts that make you, you're worried, like during the Dominion War, are they going to win? Or bending the rules to get, doing what you have to do for the human race. But in the end, it's all about the hope of humanity coming together and doing for something greater than ourselves. And I feel that from this trailer. I don't know if it will turn out that way, but they
cautiously optimistic.
Yeah,
and like I said, I did like how it flowed. I almost kind of wish it wasn't Star Trek because the storyline is good. I like this storyline.
A bunch of random aliens that were turned into slaves find a starship and they escape their enemies. Where do they go from here?
And the thing is, they're underground. I don't think they even go above ground. I think they're in these mines. So they haven't even seen outside?
Maybe just through the cracks in the rocks and stuff?
Yeah.
Or whenever they're allowed to go out.
Crazy.
But and I like the way that there's this boy character, and you hear a girl saying, "I was here to rescue you." Well, we can rescue each other. We can save each other.
Wow!
Thank you. That's what I want.
And these aren't even Starfleet officers.
No, these are kids.
These are kids.
That's funny.
So they're not going to act like Starfleet, so you can't expect them to.
But then yet, how do you write kids to act more like Starfleet than the actual...
Than Lower Decks.
That's something.
And why does this look a million times better animation-wise than Lower Decks does?
Oh, yes. I would take this story over Lower Decks.
Well, and the animation looks incredible. Yeah. This is my hope that we're turning the page in animation finally.
Nickelodeon.
And getting away from the sausage faces and all that animation and getting something good. I hope this is.
We
the
see
start
a little bit of the ship design. I don't know if this is a known ship, but it had the pylons. It looks more like a science vessel. It does not look like a.
But what happened to its crew?
Who knows?
Were they killed? What happened?
We don't know. That's part of the mystery. I think it'd be pretty cool if we get to find out maybe the history of this ship.
Because it looks like inside, it looks pretty well kept.
Maybe.
Well, I think it was stuck in that cavern, so I don't think it ever.
Yeah.
Because the outside looks a little beat up.
But I think they get it up and running, and you see it take off, and it looks like it could be a lot of fun. We could have a Trek series where you have characters getting into mishaps, things happen, go on adventures, but they wanted to escape their bonds of slavery, and they're going to literally live the morals and the outlook of what the Federation was built for.
And the thing,
Discovery.
Yeah, exactly. The one thing I'm kind of interested about is the Janeway hologram. How is that going to react with its crew?
It was nice to hear her voice because it's like Janeway, but I don't know. I can't. From everything else that we covered all up to this point, I thought this was going to be horrific. But this one trailer, I may be right or wrong, I think it's going to be pretty decent from what I saw in the trailer.
This could be the best new Star Trek show. Who would have thought that?
Yeah, it gave us a little bit of interest that I might want to watch.
It piqued my interest, and I'm literally shocked. Yeah. I'm literally shocked.
And I did, because that one line where she said, "I was here to save you," and he's like, "Well, now we can save each other." So hopefully that doesn't mean, "Oh, I'm a boy and I can't get nothing done. Oh, here comes the girl to save the day, and oh, she's so much better than the boys." But that one line showed me that it didn't matter because they're going to save each other.
Well, yeah. It almost felt like a good reversal for once, where the woman actually failed.
Yeah.
And was like, "I didn't do my job," and the guy's like, "Well, don't worry, we can do it together."
That's fine.
That's not the way it's supposed to be.
And that's the way it's supposed to be. I mean, no one's putting each other down. He didn't say, like, oh, I can't believe you didn't save us, or like, oh, I can do it, I'm the man. You know, like, no.
We're a crew now.
We're together, we're a team. We're a team.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I'm wondering if this hologram's going to try to work them to get to Federation space, because she is a hologram, unless her subroutines were damaged somehow.
See, I want to know how because that's getting into the nitty gritty
of
I know, what's going on.
But I want to know because she's not going to just accept these people. I mean, they're not Starfleet. So there's got to be a...
If there's something... See, that's so weird, because I'm wondering if it's actually going to be a Starfleet protocols, or it's going to be something like, oh, let's go through the files. Oh, this lady looks nice. Just make it look like her. And it's like one of just a hologram that it just happens to look like Janeway, but it has like none of her actual like...
That's true. But again, every program's a sum of its ship, and Federation tends to be more on the righteous side of things.
But if they're deep in space and they're nowhere near Federation,
that's true.
Maybe it's gonna be like a mini Voyager. They're gonna be trying to get their way back to Federation space.
That would be interesting.
Be refugees basically.
Right. Or even the little funny thing, if they all work together as a crew, they just join Starfleet.
Yeah, they just could join the Academy at the end. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah, and then when they get out of the Academy, they have an appreciation for the Federation, and they're not drinking beers and acting all drunk and stupid. And
like another cartoon we know from Star Trek.
Yeah, another animated show that's awful.
And they also are Starfleet officers.
We have more respect for these kids than we do
they have more the tenets of what Starfleet is than the Starfleet officers.
That one line about we can save each other meant more to me and to what the Federation stands for than the whole entire season of
Lower Decks. And just one line. And literally the whole thing about hope and wanting to leave and have a better life and do something more with yourself.
And also, I like the fact that the boy character had never got his spirit broken. Even though he was in the mines and all that stuff, he's like, no, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to do it. Which was kind of a nice message.
But yeah. So I'm actually looking forward to this. Looks pretty cool.
Man, they're going to have to be careful. They run into like the Kazon. They're going to want them back.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing.
They don't transfer look like, technology and everything else.
They don't look like they have like a tactical person.
No.
Here's just a bunch of kids. I know that one little girl's like a really big like creature, but I don't know.
But the thing, it's a smaller ship, but still looks like they need a crew at least 100 to run that ship at least.
They're gonna have to do that bare bones thing.
Yeah, because like how can you have 5 people? Yeah, there's no way. That's tight.
Hopefully, it's more holograms, not robots.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, like, you have your engineering crew. I am the engineering crew. Just me by myself.
One person.
That's funny.
One person's science and medical. One person's like only one person on the bridge.
One episode they run another Federation like, you guys should have you guys got to go like that. We'll get some real people on there to help you.
See, but I think they're gonna want to create this tight knit between these characters. But a Starfleet vessel needs more than 5 people.
Yeah.
Even something as small as a Defiant.
You would need at least 30 people. 30 minimum.
But this looks like it's a science vessel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why maybe it might be 100. It depends the size of it, because it did look smaller, but how much smaller?
Unless, like I said, unless they're gonna get cheap it with the whole hologram.
Oh, like how they did in Picard, with what Rey's ship and it has like.
But Rey's ship is just but he has a lot of holograms that run things.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
I'm gonna talk to my holograms.
Maybe Janeway will be like 1,000 of them.
Yeah, a bunch of Janeways.
That'd be funny.
But looking forward to it. Looks pretty cool.
Oh, I want to see another trailer. Hopefully it keeps this same theme, definitely.
That's in here. Thanks for watching the video. Remember, you can contact us on any of the social media platforms in the description down below. And while you're here, be sure to click on one of the videos over on the right.